How's it going, everyone? Welcome back here. Today's endeavor, we are going to make homemade brownies. Now, I mentioned this to my sister the other day, and she's like, well, it's not homemade if you bring it out of a box. The only thing coming out of a box is the chocolate bars, which these are for baking only. Trust me, you don't want to try to eat them. So, pretty much today, we're going to, like I said, we're going to make brownies. And I'm going to show you the easiest way possible for homemade brownies. And mind you, I've been doing this since I was in 7th grade. I remember this same recipe that I used when I was in 7th grade. And if you want this recipe, go to your local grocery store and buy you a box of baker's chocolate. It's over in the baking section next to the oil and flour and sugar. And on the back is the recipe. Right there. So today's recipe, we're going to be doing a triple batch. But for a single batch, you're going to need 1 packet, 4 ounces of Baker's unsweetened chocolate, and 3/4 cup of butter or margarine, 2 cups sugar, 3 eggs, 1 teaspoon vanilla, 1 cup flour, 1 cup coarsely chopped Planters pecans. Now, the nuts are optional. I don't like putting any type of nuts in my brownies. I can't stand it. It's the consistency. I like the taste of chocolate. I don't like the crunch. So, basically, we're going to triple this batch so we can make a triple batch. Now, the reason for my making these brownies is because my church is having a yard sale on Saturday, and we are going to be having a bake sale as well. And members of my church are baking stuff to be sold at the yard sale, and I volunteered to make brownies, so hopefully they turn out good. So, and if y'all are wondering, I attend a church called Mission 217, which is on Highway 29 in Kannapolis. We have church at 10:30 on Sunday mornings and Bible study at 7 on Wednesday nights. So you're welcome to come if you live in the area. So why don't we get started? Now, basically, the starters for this is your baker's chocolate and your sugar. Alright, what you do, first of all, make sure your bowl don't have anything in it. Just wipe it out, even if it looks clean. You always want to do that, even if the slightest bit of dust or human or cat hair gets in it. Then, you take your chocolate, like so. Just get it all open. This chocolate smells so good. Oh, it smells so good. Now, that's open. So, come on. There we go. Nope, there we go. Any more? Nope. Alright. I'm going to get rid of 2 of those boxes and keep the 3rd one. So now, you want the chocolate in the bowl, and you want to break this up as small as possible. It helps it when you go to do the next step. So, break these up, get them in the broken parts. Alright. Whew. That stuff can melt really darn quick. So, the next step is the sugar. Now, remember it takes 2 cups of sugar per double batch. So, and I'm going to make this easy. Instead of using these things right here where it's 1 single cup per measuring, I'm going to use this bad boy right here. Now, this thing's older than me. So, it's going to take 6 cups of sugar. That's not yet a cup. Now mind you, I went to the grocery store the other day and bought 2 bags of sugar because I knew I was going to be using a good bit of sugar. Literally, I've been making Kool-Aid for the past week and a half, and I make a gallon, so it takes 2 cups a gallon. I get about 4 gallons out of this. So, and let's see. That's cup number 1. Cup number 2. That's a double cup number 3. And it looks like I might have to move over to the bigger bowl. So, set that right there. These bowls are definitely older than me. These are my mother's grandmother's bowls. So, yeah, they're way older than me. Now, bear with me. Alright, next step, bowl of chocolate and sugar into the microwave. Get it started. Get it going. Get it melted. Alright everyone, I'm back. Alright, so I almost made a mistake. It has been a while since I made these brownies. You don't just put the chocolate and the sugar together in the bowl and microwave. You put the butter in with it. Thank the Lord I got a recipe to look back at when I'm working and when I'm baking and stuff. Always read recipes, even though you think you know the recipe by heart. Always have the recipe standing by and double check it. Same way in construction. Always measure twice, cut once. So, yeah. It was the sugar and the chocolate and the butter microwaved until the butter and the chocolate is melted and incorporated in with the sugar. So, make sure you don't get it too hot, because if you do, you could possibly scald your eggs. Well, actually they'll start cooking the second they touch it. So, now, one thing you want to make sure you have is a mixer. I usually use a handheld mixer, but for the life of me, I do not know where my handheld mixer is. So, I will be right back with you, and we will start mixing everything together, and I'll explain it all as we go. Okay, so, what do you say we get started? Scoot this over here, get this mixing bowl over here. I'm going to try to keep it in camera shot of you so you can see exactly what I'm doing. So this is my first time doing a baking episode. You always want to have your beaters in your mixer and your mixer plugged in, ready to go. So, get a good little spatula. You want to be as careful as possible. Let me take this off and do this from above. Bear with me. Yeah, you see it steaming. I'm going to try to be as blessed careful as possible. So, when I put the eggs in, I'm going to try to be. This is straight up. You know, when you're baking stuff, when you're cooking and baking, and you're messing with milk and eggs and stuff like that, you got to be very careful on incorporating them into hot stuff. So, we'll get that filled up in the sink so it'll be ready to wash here soon. Get this in place. There we go. Lock this down, and I'm going to put this on a number 6. I want to get this started to incorporate. Try to cool this off a little bit, you know what I mean? So, now, like I said, be careful when adding your eggs, okay? Just add a couple at a time. Now, let's turn this down a little bit. We got our chocolate, butter, sugar, and eggs mixed up. That's good. Let's bring this up to a number 3. Let's leave it on number 3. So, our next bit is the flour. We got to be careful as we're doing this because you put it in too fast, it's going to go explode on you. So, let's give this a little bit longer to mix up, just a few more seconds. And when you're doing the flour, use some type of cup to scoop it in. Like I said, don't dump it all in at once. Don't dump it in too quick because it will powder up. Start incorporating the flour. Bring this up to a little higher. Not too high. By the way, this is my mother's mixer. She busted her butt online for about a week trying to find this mixer. And I tell you what, it's a darn good mixer. And I'm going to be honest with you, if I had the money to buy one like this color, heck yeah. Pink, gotta love it. It's no longer a girly color. It's a manly color now. Girls, we're taking over your colors. Please don't hate me for saying that. Alright, we're almost to the end of the flour. Now I can just dump the rest of this in by the bowl. Just let this all incorporate. Get these other bowls in the sink here. Now, word to the wise. Once you put your stuff in the oven, wash your dishes up. Believe me, it helps. As you tell, I'm scraping the sides of the bowl. Or trying to at least. Doesn't this brownie mix look so delicious, everyone? Oh man, it makes me want to just take and start eating it with a spoon now. Man, would I love to. Alright, let's go ahead and scoot this back for a little bit, and I'll be right back. Hold on one second. Alright, so what do you say we get started prepping our pans to put our brownie mix in? So, I'm going to get a paper towel to start with. You'll see why we need a paper towel here in a minute. Alright, now, the easiest way to do this is the way I was taught growing up. You can use butter or you can use cooking oil. You just get a liberal amount in there. Alright, take your paper towel and you wipe down every edge, surface, and crevice. You make sure you get it in those corners and all the divots and all the bottom and all the sides. Alright, you do this. And the upright corners as well. You got to make sure of this, because if you don't, your brownie mix will stick like the dickens, okay? So, get all this well lathered up with oil. Ooh, oily rag. Alright, next step, take you some flour. Alright, get you some flour in there. Now, let's see if I can adjust this camera so you can get a better view of what I'm about to do. Alright, take your pan, and you bop it around, you hit that flour all the way around that thing. Alright, you don't want to miss any surface. Alright, let's do this with all the pans, really good. Make sure you get flour as all over this thing as possible. Now, you keep your oily rag present, so if you see a spot that did not get flour oiled really good, you just touch it up real quick and go with it. Alright. There's nothing wrong with that flour, so see right there? You got a well-floured pan. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of these and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I almost forgot one crucial ingredient. The vanilla extract. So we'll get this thing turned back on. Pour in the vanilla extract. And believe me, this makes it taste good. You don't want to forget the vanilla extract, everyone. So, while that's incorporating, give me one moment. I need to look at something. Alright. Preheat your oven. 350 degrees. Alright. Believe me, it helps to preheat. So, honestly, I didn't think this mixer was going to be big enough to do a triple batch. But surprisingly it is. Now, I ran this mixer for probably about 5 minutes before I realized I forgot to put the vanilla extract in. That's not going to hurt it. The longer you mix it, a little fluffier it's going to be. But it really doesn't change the recipe the longer you mix it or the shorter time you mix it. And you see I'm doing this right here. I'm trying to get as much of the batter off the spatula as possible. If this thing don't stop kicking the spatula back, I'll never get it clean. So, and oh, another thing, it helps to have a little spoon or utensil rest so you don't get chocolate or batter all over the counter. So, that should be done. Let me throw this rag away. Alright, get that tilted back. This is just flour, everyone. Man, if I put this thing up looking like this, my mother would kill me. So, eject button. Alright, here's the funny thing. My handheld mixer has 2 buttons right next to each other. They look just alike. One's eject and one is pulse. Yeah, if you have that Black & Decker mixer, don't go grabbing the blades thinking, okay, it's ready, I'm going to push the eject button, you accidentally push the pulse button. I about broke that dang pinky finger, I don't know how many times doing that. So, make sure you're pushing the correct button, okay? So, get these blessed beaters to eject. Alright. Got those. Ooh, chocolate. Oh my god, that is so delicious. Get a bowl, put those in. I'll lick those afterwards. Alright. And I got a little bit of cleaning to do on this mixer. So, for optimal brownie thickness, you want to go about a 1/2 inch of batter into the pan. And they will rise some. So don't think, oh my god, a ½ inch is too thin. No, they will rise some. But you want to make sure you have enough batter to spread out between all the pans. But as well as you want to make sure you have enough batter to make as many brownies as possible for the bake sale. If you're making them for a bake sale, which I am. So, I'm going to start with the big pan first. But first I'm going to get this bowl off here and move the mixer. And that, running the mixer for as long as it did warm the batter, cool the batter down some. So, which is a good thing. Alright. Get that thing out of the way. So, let me check something real quick. Be right back. Alright, I adjusted the camera for your convenience so you can see what's about to happen. So it's nice to have a mixing bowl with handles, but this one doesn't have it. Yeah, I wish I had a KitchenAid. So just be careful when you're pouring it in. Try not to make a mess of every blessed thing in the kitchen. Alright. Now, just shake it around, get it moved around good. Now, here's a good step to learn, alright? Tamp it, tamp it, tamp it some more. I don't know if you're seeing this or not, but there are air pockets or bubbles popping at the surface. The more bubbles you can get out of there, the more bubbles you can pop, the better. Makes your brownies more combined, more compact, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I'm not thinking straight or speaking straight, so don't mind me. So, next pan. Looks like we might only get the big pan and this pan. I don't know. We'll find out. We might get both the pans. Who knows? I tell you what, that big pan right there is a nice pan to have. It was like $8.99 from Wally World. As much as I dislike Wally World, I do like them for that. They have a good pan for the good price. So, whoops. Tamp it, tamp it, tamp it, tamp it, and tamp it. And just keep going till you feel you got as many of the air bubbles out as you want. So, let me get some more of this flour out of here. Bear with me. Fine. Alright. That's good. So let's pour the rest of this brownie mix in here. You know something? This looks like poo. But I know it's not because it tastes good. And poo don't taste good. Yeah. Okay, I'm stupid. Don't mind me. Alright. You don't want to leave any of this sugary, chocolatey goodness in here. Trust me, I know. Oh, it wouldn't be nothing bad. You can sit here and munch the rest, lick the rest of it out of the bowl afterwards, but you want to get as much in the pan as possible. So you can say you actually made some brownies. Man, I tell you what, I love baking. Boy, do I love baking. If I had the money, I'd go to culinary school. Man. Yeah, you see me, I'm just trying to scrape as much out as possible. Alright. there's no way in the world I'm getting that off the spoon into there, so I'm just gonna say, hey, munch it. Oh, that's so delicious. Alright. All this incorporated around. Tamp it, tamp it, tamp it, and tamp it some more. And some more if you want to, it don't matter. Alright, now according to the directions, let's recap here. We've incorporated we melted the baker's chocolate, the butter, and the sugar together. And then we incorporated the eggs, the flour, and the vanilla extract. We preheated the oven to 350 degrees. It says here, line a 13.9 inch pan, whatever, so, but of course we got a lot of pans here. And bake for 30 to 35 minutes or until done. Now, I will be coming back to you when it comes time to check the brownies so I can show you the correct way to check the brownies. So, let's leave this right here. Oh, and by the way, yes, the ingredients list is on the back of the box, but if you open it up, you got the full recipe and instructions on how to do it all inside. So, and if you're wondering what the brand is of this, it's America's Favorite Chocolate since 1780. Baker's is the brand. So, get you a good look at that right there. Hopefully your local supermarket will have this. Hopefully. So I'll be right back with you. Alright, so let's move this bread out of the way. I don't want to get it caught in the oven. Alright, got the oven preheated. It's already at 350 degrees. So, we got both the racks in here. That's good. We're going to put all 4 pans on the top rack. Now, when you're baking this, try not to bang around. Try not to, if you got kids, send them outside. Because it is a well-known fact. If you start beating and banging around, these things will fall. Be right back with y'all. Alright, well, let's see. The timer just went off, so while we see if these brownies are done. So, easiest way to figure this out is you take a toothpick. If I can get just one toothpick out of this blessed jar. Come on. Get one toothpick, okay? Then you make sure you have a pot holder, wherever my pot holder went. Right here, underneath the wet towel. That's good. So you take your pot holder and slide the rack out. Just be very careful, don't flip and burn yourself. Alright, you just dunk the toothpick in. You see that right there? That's liquid on the bottom. Still. Let's try this back one. Yep, still a little gooey. So, I'm going to go ahead and check the front one. Yep, still a little gooey. So, let's give it about another, I'd say, 5 more minutes, okay? I'll be back with you in 5 minutes. Alright, I'm back with you. Let's give these another check. Now, like I told you, you take a toothpick and dip it in there and check it. Now, these are not as gooey and wet as they were before. Alright, these just got little crusts coming off now, which are awesome. So, these bad boys are done. Thank the good Lord. So, I'm going to get me some racks to put on the counter to hold these bad boys. And I'll get these racks set up. I'm going to get me some, because I got 2 good racks to put stuff on, but for the big boy, don't got anything. So I got to use pot holders. So, be right back with you. Hang on a second. So, let's get these bad boys out of the oven. I want to scoot these down, because I'm going to be grabbing the big fan out here in just a few minutes to blow this stuff, to blow cool air onto them. Try to cool them down a little faster. Normally I put the stuff in the refrigerator, but I got 3 pans here. So let's get this oven closed and turned off. Boink, done. Now, remember what I said before. When you put your stuff in the oven, wash up the stuff that you use. Makes life a little easier, not a little, a lot easier. Especially when you got to put stuff up. Set that bad boy right there. Now, when you go to do this, face the fan away from the food. You plug it in, you turn it on. You wait till she's blowing really good, and then you turn it. The reason why is because you could set this fan down 5 minutes and it'll have dust on it. Alright? You want it to blow off any loose dust possible before you use it. So, I'll be right back with you. Hang on one second. Alright everyone. Alright, let's see. I showed you how to make the brownies. Showed you what to do about the pans and how to prep the pans before you put the brownie mix in, this, that, and the other. So, let's recap. I did a triple batch of these homemade brownies, which was 1 bar of baker's chocolate, 2 cups of sugar, 3 eggs, a cup of flour, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now you can use your nuts if you want to. That's to your discretion, your option, whatever you want to do. So, and like I said, you can find those bars of baker's chocolate in your local grocery store. It might not be the same brand that I use, but you'll find them. And almost definitely they're going to have the recipe on the box to make this. So, I hope my video was inspirational, educational, and helpful on helping you make your batch of brownies. So, now, if you don't mind doing me a favor, hit that like button right below and the subscribe button there as well. It would help me out on my channel to get more subscribers, and basically it helped me out morally. You know what I mean? It makes me feel good to see more subscribers, more people hitting the subscribe button. And if I would love it, you know what I mean? If I could hit 100 subscribers, that'd be awesome. If y'all can help me do that, please. That would be awesome to hit 100 subscribers. So, I will try to have this video up for you as soon as possible, so, and everything. But I hope this video helped you out. So, alright everyone. Well, I am going to go ahead and say adieu. And like Roman Atwood says, smile more people.